welcome. It's above me. I'm your host, The Cloud. Glad to have y'all back with me. If you're new, welcome. Appreciate you joining in with us. Be sure to hit that like, share, comment, and subscribe. Wherever you are in the world, I'm sending you great vibes and positivity. Let's talk about some sports. So today on the agenda, all sports are back. We got a plethora of sports to talk about: baseball, football, boxing, and hoops. So let's get into it. Let's start off talking about my Browns, man. So the Browns lost 20-24 to the Seattle Seahawks. Honestly, the telltale of that game is Kevin Stefanski. Defense did what they had to do. They did a good job at limiting big plays from Geno Smith in that offense. But Kevin Stefanski just puts his defense in terrible predicaments all the time. Deshaun Watson did not play again. Offense actually was able to move the ball pretty decent. We were running the ball really well. The screen game was really working, but Stefanski just gets too fancy. He wants to take all the credit for the win instead of just letting the offense flow and letting the win just happen natural. He needs the credit. He's an attention whore, and it's insane. 3rd and 3, all the Browns have to do is run the ball, either live with getting the first down or not getting the first down, and punt the ball. You would much rather Geno Smith drive down the field 80 yards and you respect that versus putting your defense in midfield with their backs against the wall, game on the line. It just doesn't make any sense. Being a Browns fan is hard. Y'all already know that. We're not going to talk about the Browns too much. We coming up on next week. We got Arizona. I hope the Browns can bounce back. Stefanski needs to get his head out of his... All right, let's just take a quick trip across the league and let's look at how some of the top teams performed across the league. The Ravens continue to roll. Jacksonville beats the Steelers. The Bengals get back on the winning track and beat the 49ers, who are on a 3-game losing skid. The Eagles beat the Commodores and they continue to roll. The Dolphins beat the Patriots. And the Lions beat the Raiders on Monday Night Football. NFL Week 9. Here are my predictions. All right, so we're going to start from the top. Titans versus Steelers. We're going to take the Titans on Thursday Night Football. Dolphins, Chiefs. We're going to take Dolphins to beat the Chiefs. Vikings, Falcons. We're going to take the Falcons to beat the Vikings. Bears, Saints, we're going to roll with the Saints. Rams, Packers, we're going to take the Rams. Commodores, Patriots, we're going to roll with the Commodores. Seahawks, Ravens, I'm actually going to take the Seahawks in an upset here. Bucks, Texans, we're going to roll with the Texans and the rookie. Cardinals, Browns, Colts, Panthers. I think we're going to roll with the Colts and Gardner Minshew. I love the way they've been playing. Giants, Raiders. If Devontae Adams is traded after today, Giants. If he's not, Raiders. Cowboys, Eagles. Oh, one of our favorite division matchups. Eagles. Bills, Bengals. I think I'm going to roll with the Bengals here. And last, we got Monday Night Football. We got Chargers versus Jets. And I think we're going to take the Chargers here to close out Monday Night Football. Now, let's get into our next sports topic. NBA season is back. Man, we've had some nice performances going into the first week of the NBA season. Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum combining for 69 points. We had a 51-point performance from Zach LaVine. Damian Lillard has been balling. Donovan Mitchell dropped 40. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander sold me the other night, but he also has still been playing okay. The Detroit Pistons looking pretty decent. We got a lot of sleeper teams, man. The Denver Nuggets, the defending champions. I personally think that the Denver Nuggets are going to repeat this year. The way Joker plays is it's unnatural, bro. No person that big He doesn't look like an athlete. He didn't do nothing in the offseason to get better. He was out on his farm. He wasn't hooping, and he comes into the first week of the season dropping triple doubles. What is up with that man? I truly have no words. LeBron James, oldest player in the league. Denver and them made them look bad first game. Anthony Davis is just not it. Personally, he's not it. He does not have that dog in him, and I don't understand why LeBron is so persistent on trying to bring the dog out of something. Either you got it or you don't, and he does not have that dog in him. Anthony Davis cannot take over a team. He can't lead a team, if you ask me. He's a great player to sit behind somebody and play a role, but he is not the guy. He's not the guy. But anyway, Steph Curry and the boys. Chris Paul is looking good over there with the Warriors. Kevin Durant sold me and then dropped 30 the next night. So NBA season is back, baby. So we also have the World Series going on right now. Game 3 took place on Monday, and the Rangers beat the Diamondbacks 3-1, and they take a 2-1 lead in this series. I like the Diamondbacks. I really do. They have a nice young squad. They have a lot of good bats, and I do think they're going to continue to be a contender over the next couple years. The Texas Rangers, though, they are really good. Like, I like what they're doing over there. I love Corey Seager, man. He's a beast. Simeon is okay at times, but they have the pitchers over there in Texas, and they don't even have DeGrom. Imagine that. You spend all your money on the best pitcher in baseball, and he doesn't play, and you still make the World Series. What does that say for those fellas? It says a lot, and I think the Texas Rangers will end up closing out this series. I don't know if it will be in 6 games or in 7 games, but I do see the Texas Rangers ending this series. All right, it's time for your favorite segment, Lost in Space. And now that we got a bunch of different sports around, we got a bunch of different clips that we can look at and see who is getting lost across their respective sports. So our first one, we got to start you off with a football clip. We got Breece Hall in the Giants and Jets game. He made some fellas look crazy. Let's take a look at this clip.
15 to go, opening quarter. Wilson on first down over the middle. And that one is caught by Breece Hall with a flag down. Hall blockers in front, still going. Breece Hall!
What are those fellas doing? Let's break it down in the simplest form. Let's start off with that linebacker, the first linebacker after he catches the pass. He starts off here, and then he ends up here. Okay, what happened? He's lost in space. Well, let's go to the next man. Actually, it's a guy right in this frame. Let's look at him, okay? What is he going to do? End up lost? What are these guys doing? Okay, well, Breece is just going to keep running. Of course, this corner right here, he's going to tackle him. He's going to make this play. Come on, bro. I know you about to make this play. Sight. What did we think was going to happen? All right. We got one last defender that I'm looking at that he just might have a chance at making this play. Just one last defender. Let's look at 29. So I thought. Lost in space. So our next clip here comes from the Tyson Fury Francis Ngannou fight. Let's see who ended up lost in space in that fight.
From a little bit too close, from mid-range. Look at this big left hook by Ngannou. Just standing his ground, sitting, biting down on his mouthpiece.
Man, Tyson Fury, you ended up lost in space. What a beautiful check hook. This last clip is a basketball clip. And the clip itself will speak for itself. I have to say nothing. Let's just watch the clip.
You know they're looking for Steph. Dylan Brooks is on him now.
Oh, he crossed him over. Let Brooks fly by.
Oh my goodness. He hit him with the, first off, he hit him with the he. Then he said, I'm a go he. He said, I'm going to stop he, hit him with the he. Psych, he, come back, he, giggity. Oh, me. Lost in space. Well, if you noticed how dapper I've become, last week we started off our inaugural Salesman of the Week with Deshaun Watson. Well, we have some more salesmen. And this one, it might shock you because I said we have salesmen. We don't have a salesman, we have salesmen. Multiple men have sold us this past week. And who is our salesman of the week? Drum roll, please. Light skins. Light-skinned basketball players and light-skinned football players. You are the salesman of the week. Trey Young, you sold my parlay. Cade Cunningham, you sold my parlay. Patrick Mahomes, you sold my fantasy team. Light skins? Come on. I need y'all to do better. The salesmen of the week. The light skins. Well, that's going to conclude another episode of It's Above Me. I appreciate y'all. If y'all watched this far, if y'all made it to the end of the video, please comment. Tell me, how did your team fare this week? What games have you been watching across all sports? What are you excited about for any sport that's going on this season? Please like, subscribe. Tell me, what did you think of the video? And I will see you next week. Always remember, it's above me.